Can you tell us about like what to expect at a first visit? I know you said it would be about 2 hours long, but what all happens at that visit?
Okay, so I do several different natural health assessments and everything I do is non-invasive. I never pierce the skin. So someone with some really, really good observation skills can do this. I think nursing students I can actually do this really well too.
Okay.
Okay, so at a first appointment, I go over their health history. They fill out a 6-page long naturopathic health history.
Okay.
It talks about their diet, their emotions, different symptoms that they have. We talk a lot about GI and pain and what are their expectations. We talk about their top 3 concerns.
Okay.
And I make sure that I always address them when we're doing that. So after we go through that usually takes about 45 minutes because people like to tell me their story, and I'm always listening to their story.
You're a great listener.
It's part of the healing process. It's like opening up, it's like deflating a balloon, and just all this pent up emotion, and they just need someone to listen.
Sure.
So after we do that, I do an iridology assessment.
Oh,
so
what is that?
So iridology, it's a study of the iris. So
Your
with the
eye.
iris, which I'll show you here, and I can show everybody here. Here's my iridology chart. So just like with reflexology, there's a whole map of the body on the foot. There's also a whole map of your body on your iris here.
So fascinating.
So what I do, I look at your iris. I look at the color, the structure, the constitution, all the markings that are within the iris.
Okay.
And it lets me know your familial disposition. So it's basically like a blueprint of your whole life. So here is, in your eye. So just think if you were 7 years old and you knew what your blueprint was, because it records familial dispositions up to 4 generations back. So if there are some markings on different parts of your iris, it gives us an indication that maybe you need to be proactive with, thyroid health or your pancreas health, or it gives me an indication about personality. Sometimes there's a nerve rings, which means this person may be more anxious, so needs more tender loving care. So if we knew what our blueprint was, then we would live our lives accordingly in a more preventive health. So if you'd
so
like, I could do a little
Sure.
iridology assessment on you. All I need my flashlight, and I just
Wonder
record.
what you're gonna find.
Well, we could go over that unless you don't want to, but I'll show you at least how I do it. So it doesn't take very long at all. I come up along your eye like this. I take a flashlight and I come up along the eye on the side like this. So, and if you can see all the structure in my eye, there's a lot of dimension. And I don't point the light right at your eyes, so if light gives you a headache, I'm very careful with it. I'm also very conscious about this. Let's take a look and see. And while I'm doing that, I record a short little video so I could just get the best view of your iris. So just find a spot to look at. And don't look directly at my phone, so I'm going to just, there we go, get a nice little, okay, then I take my flashlight, and I'm just going to come up along the side here, I'll show you what it looks like. Okay. Perfect.
So neat.
It is. And let's see what it shows up here. Put my glasses on.
And there's probably such big differences with different color eyes.
Absolutely, yes. So someone that has blue eyes, it looks like you have blue eyes, they a lot of times their struggles are with draining lymphatics. Right. So we call that a blue-eyed lymphatic.
Okay.
And someone such as myself, I have a true brown iris. It's called a true brown hematogenic. So someone like me would need more support with like liver and blood vessel health, building oxygen. So we would work more on that. So just by the color of your eye, since you have blue eyes and I have brown eyes, you and I could both be drinking the same cup of coffee, but just because of your makeup with blue eyes, your body will make that 3 times more acidic than my body will. So then we just have to work on that and acid-base balance and with diet and everything.
Wow.
So over here, let's take a look at your iris. We'll find a nice picture. See, oh, what a beautiful iris. Oh, this is gorgeous. It really is. You know what we call this?
You'll have to show the camera.
Oh, yes, yes. Oh, hopefully you can see that. So, can you, okay.
Should be able to.
Okay, so this is what we call a flower iris.
What?
Oh, and you see, it looks like a flower.
Oh,
You see
yeah,
that?
nice.
It looks like a flower. So what this tells me about you, your personality and emotionally, you're a very feeling person. You're a very, very feeling person, and you take a lot, without saying too much, that you take a lot of things to heart, right?
So true.
Right?
So true. And we just met, so
okay,
she
yeah.
had no idea.
Okay, and then you see how there's these little circles. So these little circles over here. So we call those lanula. And then I'm not going to go through your whole body because that's personal, but there's a lot here. So this lets me know that you need to be very conscious about your nutrition, because a lot of things will just go in and out. Like you need to keep replenishing your energy constantly. Wow. So just by that small little 5-second or 10-second, whatever that was. So
it's called iridology.
Iridology, yes.
Here's the chart again.
Yeah.
Super fascinating.
Yeah. So we do an iridology assessment here. I assess the pH of your saliva and your urine when you get here. Okay. So the pH of your saliva represents liver health and your digestion, and then of course your urine that represents your elimination. Okay. So and based on that, we want your pH to be within a certain range. So if your pH is too acidic or too alkaline, then your body will have struggles with absorbing and assimilating different nutrients that you are eating. So even if you're eating well, but let's say you're very acidic, you're not going to be absorbing almost anything of that. So, yeah. And
what other kind of things do you do with the appointment? Like you have a couple of things.
I do. So we do a bioenergetic scan. So I am using the Zyto. So this is called a hand cradle. And what it does, it measures the electricity going through your hand. And this measures 6 points of contact here. And what I have here, this is the only device that's FDA approved, safe, and FDA approved to read galvanic skin response, which is what this is. It's also the technology that police use for a lie detector, but except I'm not really, it's kind of a lie detector for your body. So it measures the electricity going through your skin, and it shows your body digital representation of different products, biomarkers, foods, and then and they're all in little zero, in a binary, zeros and ones. They're all different, and based on that, if it's a nice match for you, if it resonates with you, there's a lot of electricity coming through your hand. If your body doesn't like it, then it just resists it, and it comes up in a full chart. So I'll do a food scan to test 300 different foods in 7 categories. So let's say you're getting a lot of skin rashes and you're coming in, so we're doing the food scan, and the report comes up. It shows you the top 5 best matches for your body, and then the worst 5 best matches for your body in different categories like vegetables and dairy and egg and fruits, and then natural sweeteners. And so let's say you eat eggs every day, okay, and you love your eggs, you eat it religiously, but it comes up that maybe egg yolk is one of your bottom 5 that you shouldn't eat. So now you just have to adjust how you eat to the egg whites.
That makes
right,
sense.
Right. or let's say you're adding a lot of stevia to your coffee because it's a natural sweetener and you hear it's good and healthy, and it is. But for you specifically, your body doesn't like stevia. Your body likes monk fruit or a different type of sweetener. And it lets you know what resonates good with you. So then this way, if it comes up, if there's something that you eat that comes up on the bottom 5, you just know to eat it sparingly, just not all the time, not that you can't have it.
Sure.
So, and then from there, we do a wellness scan too. And it checks 4 different systems in your body: detoxification system, your GI system, and some other systems, and then the lifestyle, such as inflammation, your hydration, movement, exercise, sleep, emotional stress, and then
head to toe.
yeah. So so the whole food scan with your hand on the hand cradle, the food scan takes about 2.5 minutes.
Okay.
And then the whole wellness scan takes about a little less than 5 minutes. And this is FDA approved safe for people with pacemakers, for babies, people that are sick in the hospital, people on the ventilator. So what I do, if someone's coming in with a small child who cannot put their hand on here or doesn't want to put their hand on here, I use the parent as a surrogate. So the parent holds the child, and then the parent puts her hand or his hand on the cradle. Yeah, and then it goes through that way. I had a mom in just last week, and her little one, there was no way was she sitting on her lap. So I have a whole basket of toys. I let her dump them out. They were all over the floor. I gave her a paper with a little pen. I had her scribble me a little happy scribble. And this child was about 18 months old. So she scribbled a happy scribble, and that's her energetic imprint. So I just had the mom hold on to that, put her hand on it, and I was able to scan the child.
Oh my gosh, that's so
yeah.
fascinating.
And I toys everywhere, but it's okay because I plan for that.
Yeah, no, that's great.
Yeah,
so
I
it's
plan for that.
All ages you treat, correct?
I treat all ages, yes. So my youngest client is 18 months old and my oldest is 84. And they come in, I probably have about 35% men come to see me.
Okay.
And then the rest are usually women, and then they bring their children here too.
Wow.
So yeah, I see everybody. Everyone's got something different that they need to bring up.
Mm-hmm.
Almost everyone has anxiety. And
Today's world.
Yeah. So I make sure that I address their emotions through. I'm also a certified flower essence specialist.
Okay.
So flower essences, and if you've heard of Bach flowers,
Mm-hmm.
Bach flowers. So that helps to balance out of balance emotions. And so like what I have here, and I'll let you see. I've got my whole kit here of still going.
I know, I was
Okay.
looking for something to have.
Okay.
Okay, so tell us about these flowers.
So there's 36 flower essences here, and I'll bring it up to the camera in just a second. So like if you're telling me, I usually like to include a calming essence because that's the first aid essence for what physical, emotional trauma, past or present. I usually always include that. If someone is usually mothers, I like to include agrimony, which helps to balance concealing anguish behind a brave face. And that's like
So true.
every mom.
Yes.
That's every mom.
Mhm.
Usually what I like to include olive, and that's for feelings of exhaustion. Yeah. And pine, because
You could flip it around.
okay. So okay, so this is what it looks like here. I'll come up a little bit closer. Okay, so pine I like to use with moms especially because pine usually helps to balance feelings of guilt, and we all have mom guilt. Yeah. If you're awake at night and you just can't fall asleep because your mind is going, I like to include a white chestnut. So what I'll do is I should have taken one of my other tincture bottles. But what I do, I'll fill up a bottle with spring water, and I'll take a couple drops of each of these and make a very special blend. So
drink it?
Well, you could put it in water. It's usually 4 drops 4 times a day, but most people can't handle 4 times a day. So as long as you get it in a few times a day, and usually by the end of the 3rd day, everybody's mood lifts. I think I probably had maybe 3 people total out of hundreds that said they didn't feel a difference, but
That's amazing.
yeah. So yeah, I work with that.
Can you tell us like how you got started into naturopathy? It's
Well-
a fascinating story.
How much time do you have? Oh, so I
Quick synopsis.
Okay. So I am a registered nurse. I was a critical care nurse. I became a mom, and I had 4 babies, beautiful babies. And my 2 middle boys ended up having autism spectrum disorder. So, and they weren't twins. Everyone else, are they twins? No, they're not twins. They're about 1.5 years apart. So my husband is a medical doctor, and I was a registered nurse, and I am a registered nurse. So we were very Western medicine minded, and we just took care of them from the Western medicine point of view.
Okay.
And after 1.5 years or 2 years, there was just, nothing was helping them, and they were nonverbal, and they would just cry and scream in pain. And then that's when I just said, there's got to be something else.
Sure.
So that's when my world opened up to holistic health, which was 2011.
Oh wow.
So I learned Reiki, and then after I learned Reiki, I was giving this to my boys, and all of their screams and pain suddenly stopped. This was after years of them screaming and frustration and pain. So then I knew they communicate on a different level, and I had to be on a quick learning curve to catch up to the level that my boys were. So I learned Reiki. I learned cranial sacral therapy. I went to the Kalamazoo Center of Healing Arts, and I asked for special permission because I'm not a massage therapist. Because I have a license to touch as an RN. I said, can I just come in for your integrative massage class? Because I just want to learn this so I could take care of my boys. And they let me in. So after I learned cranial sacral therapy, my boys were in ABA therapy, which is behavior therapy, where there's a lot of goals. And once I started giving that to my boys, they started mastering all of their goals. It was just incredible, like 100%, 90%, when before they were like 50% success, and they were just doing really well with that. Then I found a naturopath, and I still wasn't working as one yet, but Dr. Gail, and then she became such a close friend of mine, and she passed away in 2021.
Your mentor.
She was my mentor, yeah. So then I decided at that time I'm enrolling. I enrolled into Trinity School of Natural Health, and I became a certified holistic health practitioner. And then from there, I board certified with the American National, the American National Wellness Practitioners Board. So they tested me. I took an exam, a long exam, a 3-part exam, and they have very, very high standards, and they determined that I earned the title of board certified doctor of naturopathy. So I'm a board certified naturopathic doctor, and I'm happy now, and I figured I was just, if all I could do is just help my family, that's enough. But they're doing well. So, I am helping so many other people right now. So,
well, thank you for sharing such a personal story.
Oh yeah, no problem. I mean, moms have to know this. You know,
it's true.
You know, moms have. I mean, why does someone go from one side of medicine to another? It's because of these reasons. So, and I mean, not that. I mean, my husband is a medical doctor, so we work with the medical side, but the naturopathic side, it fills in so many more gaps. It really does. So I think we're a good team together.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
And how does somebody go about getting a hold of you to make an appointment? What's the best way?
Well, you could always call me. I usually answer the phone unless I'm with a client, but that's 517-997-1214. You can always log on to my website. I'm at www.kawauchiholistic.com. I think that's going to be written right. Should I
Yes,
spell
we'll have
it
all
out?
the
Okay.
links.
Okay.
Just
yeah. Or you could always email me too.
Okay.
So yeah. So I own Essence of Healing here, and I've had my company has been around since 2020.
wow.
So I'm so happy. I can't wait to reach all of you. And my whole intention is to really reach moms that have kids on the spectrum. But I will work with everybody, and I'm very, very happy to work with everybody. Yes.
Well, we're so thankful that you shared all of this, Rosetta.
Oh,
We can't wait to share it with more of our followers. So.
well, thank you so much. Thank you
Yeah.
for coming and
Thank
seeing
you.
me. Yeah.